Ubisoft Assassin's Creed Red, not Red? Yeah, I don't remember what the game's called. Assassin's Creed Japan. Uh, they came out with an apology. Let's see why they're apologizing. To our esteemed Japanese community, a message from the Assassin's Creed Shadows development team. Assassin's Creed Shadows. We want to express our heartfelt thanks for all your support for the Assassin's Creed series, which now has its own history, spanning almost 20 years. Over this time, we have explored various settings, time periods, and characters, from an assassin during the Third Crusade to a Viking in the 9th century England, and countless more. For many of our team, creating an Assassin's Creed game set in feudal Japan has been a long, cherished dream. And even with this being a dream, you have somehow found a way to get up. Since the announcements of Assassin's Creed Shadows, we have received many positive reactions, but also some criticisms, including from you. You have been receiving so much backlash for the past month and a half. It's actually kind of wild how they're okay with just saying we have received some. Like when you open up YouTube and you go on Assassin's Creed, all you see is the reactions of people dissing the game. So let's see where this goes. We share your passion for history and deeply respect your care for historical and cultural integrity of your rich heritage, which is exactly why we disrespected it. We would like to address a few points to clarify our intentions and creative decisions. Okay, so let's see what their creative decisions are. Next one, por favor. Oh, I can't. Okay, I guess this is where this ends, guys. Psych. I'm not used to Twitter. Can you see that? Overall authenticity efforts. We have put significant efforts into ensuring and immersing a respectful representation of feudal Japan. I find that hard to believe. However, our intention has never been to present any of our Assassin's Creed games, including Assassin's Creed Shadows, as factual representations of history or historical characters. Instead, we aim to spark curiosity and encourage players to explore and learn more about the historical settings we get inspired by. I think the difference between these historical characters or historical settings of Assassin's Creed Shadows and the other Assassin's Creed game is that Yasuke is an actual historical character. And it seems like the story of Yasuke and his recent surge in popularity in the West has created enough buzz to actually catch the attention of Japan, which has led people to digging in deeper, to then finding out that a lot of the tale of Yasuke has been sold as historical fact by other people. That dude that wrote the book or whatever, I can't remember what his name is, but that guy, the guy who wrote the book about Yasuke. Your game, even though it's not intentional, kind of reinforces that dude's book about Yasuke, which was presented as historical fact. And the big issue with that is it was all fiction in the Yasuke book. It was completely fictional, and the citations he made were taken from Wikipedia that he edited himself from a fake account. So I can understand why Japan is mad about something like that is encouraging people to basically believe falsehood, changing Japan's history. And at the end of the day, the average person isn't going to take the time to actually do the research to find out whether the book that was presented as historical fact was actually fake. So yeah, I understand why Japan is upset. Assassin's Creed Shadows is the first and foremost designed to be an entertaining video game that tells a compelling historical fiction set in feudal Japan. Our team extensively collaborated with external consultants, historians, research, and internal teams at Ubisoft Japan to inform our creative choices. Okay. Despite these sustained efforts, we acknowledge that some elements in our promotional material have caused concern with Japanese community. For this, we sincerely apologize. All game footage presented so far is in development, and the game will keep evolving until launch. Are they going to change out Yasuke? Are they going to put somebody else? I mean, either way, it's going to be a lose-lose situation, to be real. Like, either they keep Yasuke in the game and they have people angry and some people happy, or they remove Yasuke from the game and they have some people angry and they have some people happy. Personally, I think even though a lot of people are complaining about the fact that Yasuke is not Japanese, he's a black guy, I think the game is still going to do well. I think that Ubisoft is still going to make their money, because I looked at the gameplay and it doesn't look that bad. Now, it is still yet to be seen if the game is actually going to play as shown. We still have to see that. But from what I've seen so far, it looks kind of good. And if it actually is able to deliver on its promise, I'm pretty sure Ubisoft is going to be fine. Based on the constructive criticism we have received, we will continue our efforts until we put this game into our hands and beyond. We also want to clarify, while we have been consulting with many people throughout the development process, they are in no way responsible for the decisions that are taken by the creative teams in the interest of gameplay and entertainment. Consequently, we respectfully request that any criticism not be directed at our collaborators, both internal and external. 100% agree with Ubisoft on that point. You guys have no business sending threats to people over decisions other people made. That is wild to me. Leave other people alone. You know, be chill. Just be chill. Creative liberties and historical inspirations. While we strive for authenticity in everything that we do, Assassin's Creed games are works of fiction inspired by real historical events and figures. From its inception, the series has taken creative license and incorporated fantasy elements to craft engaging and immersive experiences. The representation of Yasuke in our game is an illustration of this. His unique and mysterious life made him an ideal candidate to tell an Assassin's Creed story with the setting of feudal Japan as a backdrop. In one of my previous videos, I actually bring it up that Yasuke is an excellent character to use in an Assassin's Creed game because he is a real person and we don't have a lot of information about him, which makes him fantastic for a video game. You know, it's a character that people are interested in, and you pretty much have creative freedom when it comes to what he does because there's such little information on him. It's just that unfortunately, because of the timing of the game with DEI scores and this whole cultural shift about like color and people of color, or just I'm black or I'm African American or it's Latinx or not Latino. With all of this going around, I can understand why there has been so much anger and so much attention on the color of this character. And unfortunately, because people don't actually take the time to do research, a lot of people are going to take this game reinforcing the book as fact, which is why Japan is now upsetty spaghetti. While Yasuke is depicted as a samurai in Assassin's Creed Shadows, we acknowledge that this is a matter of debate and discussion. We have woven this carefully into our narrative, and with our other lead characters, the Japanese shinobi Naoe, who is equally important in the game, our dual protagonist provides players with different gameplay styles. We greatly value your feedback and encourage you to continue sharing your thoughts. Respectfully, while we understand that meeting everyone's expectations is very difficult, we sincerely hope that the Assassin's Creed Shadow launch on November 15th, players in Japan and around the world will appreciate the dedication, efforts, and passions we have poured into the Assassin's Creed Shadow development team. Well, damn, there you go. You have the Ubisoft apology. And I'm gonna be completely honest here. I don't really think this is that big of a deal. And I know a lot of people are gonna be like, oh, well, you're black, so obviously you don't think it's a big deal. No, that's not the reason why. It's because, one, Assassin's Creed is a work of fiction, right? I guess they should have put a bigger emphasis on the fact that this is a work of fiction because Yasuke in their game is based off of the actual live, well, historical Yasuke. But I understand at the same time why people are upset with the current state of the world when it comes to color in games, in movies, and in TV shows. There's a lot of tension over here in the West. When it comes to Japan, they are from what I assume, from what I see, it seems like they're a very proud people to be Japanese, and they are very proud of their history as well. And to have that misrepresented and then propagated so much that it got all the way to Japan, I understand why people are upset. That's going to be it for today. Let me know what you think. Is it a big deal or not so much? While you're down there, don't forget to hit that like button because we're trying to get to 400. And if you don't want to help, well, remember, at the end of the day, I'm just some guy on the internet, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace. If you want to see more of my face, be sure to click the video you see on screen right now.